My name is Benedict Owusu. Welcome to the sports segment here on the AM show, and we are just 11 days away to the kickoff of the Africa Cup of Nations, which will happen in Gabon, and the Black Stars will feature. We are in Group D with Mali, Egypt, and the same old Uganda in the World Cup qualifiers. And the Black Stars actually have touched down in Dubai for their 2-week training tour ahead of, as I noted, this month's Africa Cup of Nations. Now, Coach Avram Grant yesterday left Accra with his 26-man provisional list. Well, we can see the squad and yesterday, as it was announced at the Football Association's head office with Coach Avram Grant, as well as other management committee members and the Ghana Football Association president. And he actually announced a 26-man squad, which will be on your screens pretty shortly. You have an idea of the number of goalkeepers that have been called, as well as defenders, midfielders, and attackers. And Avram Grant is expected to whittle that number to 23 before the tournament, and he has just 10 days before the tournament to do that. So if you're looking at the time frame, the 10 days is from God willing, that's Wednesday, which is tomorrow, to the tournament. So by tomorrow midnight, Avram Grant must name his final 23-man squad. So there you go on your screens. You have it, the defenders for you. First, if you can go back and check the goalkeepers, they'll run through before we come to the defenders. But for the goalkeepers, there you go. So the goalkeepers, Razak Brahma plays for Cordoba in Spain, and also Adam Kwarase couldn't join the non-residential training here in Ghana. He plays his club football for Rosenberg in Norway, and Richard Ofori is with Wild Stars. So 3 goalkeepers. All these goalkeepers are going to the tournament. We can now check the defenders. Defenders Avram Grant has called for the Africa Cup of Nations. Remember, this is a provisional squad, and is expected to whittle down this number to 23. So for defenders, we have Arisnafo with Columbus Crew in the United States of America in the MLS, and also Andy Adam plays for Barnsley in the English Championship in England. Baba Aman with Schalke 04 in Germany. Frankie Champon Anderlecht with Belgium. John Boy Sivasspor in Turkey, and Jonathan Mensah with Anshi Mashaskala in Russia. Daniel Amate plays his club football for Leicester City in England, and Edwin Jima is with the Orlando Pirates in South Africa. So these are the defenders that Avram Grant has invited for the Africa Cup of Nations. That's their training tour in the United Arab Emirates. And for the midfielders, Emmanuel Ajmambedu with Udinese in Italy. Afi Aqua plays his football for Torino in Italy, as well as Thomas Partey. He's in Spain with Atletico Madrid. Mubarak Wakasu with Panathinaikos in Greece, and Christian Achu plays his football with Newcastle United in England. Ebenezer Ofori, AIK Stockholm in Sweden, and Samuel Tete with Lefren, Austria. He has recently signed for Red Bull Salzburg, and Joseph Atama Lawe with Başakşehir in Turkey. Well, you need to drink lots of tea before you pronounce Joseph Atama Lawe's team. And also for the attackers, we have Captain Asamajan with Al-Ahly in the United Arab Emirates. So Asamajan is very familiar with the ground where they're going to have their pre-tournament camp. And also Jordan Ayew with Aston Villa in England. There's Abdul Majid Waris with Lorraine in France, and Andre Ayew, West Ham United in England, as well as Ebenezer Asifwa. He plays his club football in Switzerland with Sion. Bernard Tekpete has made the provisional squad. He's in Germany with Schalke 04, and Rafael Jamina with Austria Lustenau, Austria. He's the young man who has scored 18 goals in 20 games, and he has made Avram Grant's provisional list. And as I noted, Avram Grant is expected to whittle down this squad to 23 before the dawn of Wednesday, so he can confirm that list to the Confederation of African Football for the Africa Cup of Nations. We still stay with Avram Grant, and yesterday he took time to answer some questions from the media. He actually justified the 26-man team he announced.
It was really not easy. There was a player that there was not much difference between him to the player that not in the squad. But at the end of the day, I need to take decisions. So I took the decision of the player that I think can help us to win. But yeah, speak. Okay, close to your mouth. But it was not easy. I need to think about it again, and also deal with some problems. But this is the final squad, and from this 26, we'll count 23 players. Okay, there is in this squad there is some player that can play many positions. Frank is one of them. In his club, he play most of the time as a left back. He's playing also as a winger. So he's not the only one. There is some players that can play more than one position, which is good for me and good for the team. We didn't have players that cannot play. From my opinion, all the players that we took can play. Of course, it was a few question marks, but about the players that you mentioned, they did all the trainings. And even if we name the squad, we need to know that until 24 hours before the game, we can change players that injure if we see that they cannot make it. All the players that will come to Gabon will be 100% fit to play. I think this squad is a squad for winning games. We have a good squad, a combination between players with experience with players without experience, combination between defense to offense. We have also players that can play many positions. We have a good squad. If everybody will be fit, which I'm sure they will be fit, we have a good squad to winning games, to winning the games in Africa.
So that was Black Stars coach Avram Grant. Well, Black Stars management committee chairman George Fried Bang reports that they are at loggerheads with Avram Grant.
Well, let me make it simple. We have a very good relationship with the coach. The coach is under contract. I'm sure you are all aware that Coach Avram Grant signed a contract with the Ghana Football Association for 28 months. I'm sure the contract comes to an end somewhere maybe February. And for now, he's the coach of the Black Stars. He's taking us back from the focus. It's AFCON 2017 for now.
So after the announcement of the score, Joy Sports spoke to some journalists on what they make of Avram Grant's list of 26 players.
Everybody is pretty much in there. There's talk about those who've been there and, you know, have made Ghana proud, you know, at various moments. Obviously, everybody wants that ultimate. I think my disappointment was Latif Blessing. I thought he should have been good enough to be part of the 26, because then he would have given us a bit of profile for our locally based players. And I think somebody asked a question about that, those outfield players. 26 is going to be pruned down in just a few days, and I thought this could have been an opportunity for him. So that was my bit of disappointment. Overall, this is a squad that have been there before. They've been able to reach the final, you know, on 2 occasions the last few years. And so some of them haven't played at the tournament 4, 3, 2 times. And so they have that experience core. I think for a lot of people, yes, the qualifiers in recent times have not gone quite the way we wanted, but we need to be able to distinguish between qualifiers and playing in the tournament. And so it's an experienced squad, and we really wish them best.
I wanted to ask Avram why, and the word I wanted to use was, why has he snubbed the Ghanaian league? Because you can't say the league has been off for some time, because you've included one of the players in goalkeeping department. So if you include Richard Ofori, why not any other player? And I'm sure players like any other individual are also trained within the period. And we have most of these players whose league have gone on break for close to 3 weeks now, who are included in there. So why the snub? I think players like Nuru Sule should be part. At least he had a feel of the Black Stars training in 3 days. At least giving them the opportunity to be part of the 26-man squad alone gives us hope that there are players who can, carved out of the league.
I think generally it's been good. The only thing that it looks like worrying is that most of our local players couldn't make the cuts in Avram Grant's squad, and I think that is the area that has taken a bit of shine from Avram Grant's 26-man squad. I think that players like Latif Blessing should have been given the chance to be with a 26-man squad to travel to UAE for the training prior to the AFCON, because to emerge as the top scorer of the league, as someone who is not an out-and-out striker and also winning the best player of the league, should have got a place in the Avram Grant squad, but it was a snub. And Kwesi Nyamtechi was defending the fact that the Ghana Black Star is not like a constituency.
So that was my colleague Gary Smith interacting with some of the sports journalists that made their way to the Ghana Football Association's head office yesterday during Avram Grant's announcement of his 26-man provisional team. We'll still stay with that. An FC Utrecht player, Rodney Entry, believes Ghana has the quality to win this year's AFCON Cup of Nations. Now, the 21-year-old, who is a Ghanaian born but based in the Netherlands, is hoping to one day get a chance to represent Ghana at the senior level. He has seen a smooth transition from the Utrecht junior team to the senior team. In an exclusive interview with Joy Sports, he noted that he hopes Ghana end the long wait for the African title.
I pray for the team that they win the African Cup, because last time they didn't get it, and I thought they could get it, so I really pray that this year, at this time, they get it, because they deserve it.
We definitely will hear more from Uridine Entry, who plays his club football for FC Utrecht and has ambitions of one day representing the Black Stars. Now, we moved to the English Premier League yesterday. Lots of matches were played. Liverpool were in action, but we'll watch the Liverpool match later. But Manchester City defeated Burnley by 2-1. Fernandinho was sent off, but still City managed to win that game. As well as the Liverpool game, Liverpool were hoping to make it 2 out of 2 wins in less than 3 days. And this is something we've always been talking about, that the fixtures in the English Premier League at this time is something that if you play or if you have your team playing, obviously you'll be very concerned, because a team cannot play a game on a Sunday or on Saturday and play on Monday. And Liverpool actually couldn't make it 2 out of 2 wins as they drew 2-2 with Sunderland. So we can check the results of matches that were played over the yesterday as well as on Monday. So there you go. Middlesbrough drawing goalless with Leicester City, and Liverpool also drawing 2-2 with Sunderland. West Bromwich Albion beating Hull City by 3-1. Man City beating Burnley by 2-1. Everton also thumping Southampton by 3-0, as you just saw. And West Ham United lost 2-0 to Man United at the London Stadium. So today, Tuesday, we've got Bournemouth, Arsenal, Crystal Palace, Swansea, Stoke City will come up against Watford, and tomorrow Chelsea will be hoping to extend their lead on the English Premier League table when they travel to play Tottenham Hotspur at the White Hart Lane. That's North London derby. So there you go, the table. So after 19 matches played, 20 matches are rather played, Chelsea, they have a game on Wednesday with Tottenham Hotspur. They are still leading 49 points. Liverpool, despite drawing yesterday, still they occupy the second spot with 44 points. And we have Manchester City third with 42 points, and Arsenal following that order. Remember, they also have a game later today, as well as Tottenham Hotspur. They will play Chelsea. We have United. They are still set with 39 points after winning 4 games on a roll. And we have Everton, West Bromwich Albion, Southampton, Bournemouth, Southampton in that order. So that's how we end sports here on the AM Show. Remember, you can read more sports stories for yourself on the MyJoy online sports page, and keep following us on Twitter at Joy Sports GH, on Facebook is at Joy Sports. Remember to follow us, and our hashtag is Joy AFCON for the Africa Cup of Nations coverage. And the diaries actually began yesterday on Sports Today. Will continue today as well, and on radio it began last night with Nathaniel Ato. Well, tomorrow is Lepora MND Jawula, former Ghana Football Association chairman, who will join us for the Africa Cup of Nations diaries, as well as the AFCON Minutes with Baba Tando. Enjoy the rest of the day, and also enjoy the rest of the program, and a happy birthday to Willan Walker.